So for those guys that don't know, I like to tend to stay out of drama for the most part, and when I make videos similar to this, for example, when I went over the Kai6 situation or everything that happened with the last Steve, I try to stay on the more positive side and talk about things in an unbiased point of view and not come across as some sort of news channel, but rather someone trying to actually make a positive difference in the community, share my thoughts, and done a pretty good job of staying out of drama. And I don't really speak too aggressively when it comes to other people. When I do have something to say about other people or my opinion about them is negative, I tend to stay out of it because I feel like no matter which side of that coin you're on, you're still gonna create problems. Like, you could be morally right and still kind of come off as, you know, creating drama, and you can always just avoid it. I feel like sometimes that just isn't the right move, and that kind of happens when the lines of what's happening are a lot less shady, you know? There's misunderstandings, and when personal problems happen between creators, the public isn't seeing all of that. The public is only going to see two people's opinions, and it's not like black and white, you know? There's no right and wrong. Someone might think someone's right, and then they'll read a different opinion or watch a different opinion and realize that they're, you know, trying to believe something else. But I want to go over this topic. I'm sorry, that was a really long intro, but I want to go over this topic because this is a lot more black and white than a lot of other situations. This is related to Techno's death. Now, I just want to say that I didn't put his name in the title or the thumbnail because I have no interest in getting views off of Technoblade's death. I know that there's some people that are claiming to, you know, support Techno and respect his name and wishes and support him and say that they're not going to use his name for views, but then going and doing that exact thing. I think that if you want to make one video with his name in it and, you know, give a tribute to him or talk about him or dedicate a video to him, I think that's completely okay. I think there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're not, you know, using it for self-gain. So as long as you're like donating the money to a charity or not monetizing the video, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And in fact, I support it because, you know, we should be talking about things like this and shedding light on all the positive things that Techno did for our community. But when you start making multiple videos on a situation like this, no matter what side of the coin you're on, whether you're trying to justify it with some reason, it's always going to come off as negative to some people, and sometimes a lot of people. Like, no matter what the context of making negative or positive videos around Technoblade death is, it's always going to be not okay as long as his name is being used in the title and it's not someone that knew him personally. Let me explain what I mean a little bit more. If someone wants to make a video on Techno, and someone wants to make a lot of videos on Techno, and they did know him personally, I think that that's a lot different from someone that is a third party and has no connection to Techno whatsoever. When it becomes a news channel or somebody that's using Techno's name and doesn't know Techno personally, that's when it starts to become a little bit more gray. And when a lot of videos are made on one person's death, you start to realize that, like, this isn't for informational purposes anymore. This is for the purpose of using this opportunity as a major form of growth, because some channels are getting hundreds of thousands and some people are getting millions of views off of these videos and these shorts of Techno's death and like some people reacting to his death and whatnot. And this is actually exactly why I didn't react to the video of that Techno's dad posted live, because I knew that if I did that, there was bound to be a couple of YouTube videos with people saying, or people using my name and talking about it and saying like Specularpotato reacts to like Technoblade's death, you know, and that is completely unacceptable in my eyes. I do not want anyone using my face as an excuse to clickbait to get a little more growth out of a video relating to Technoblade. That is just completely not okay with me, and that should not pass. So that is kind of a very long disclaimer, and that is kind of how I feel about this whole situation. I think that if people are going to use Techno's name in their videos, they need to do it very carefully, and that is the entire reason that I have not done anything like that whatsoever in this video, because that is just you can very easily tell when someone has good intentions and when they don't. It is very obvious to tell who actually is affected by this and who's just trying to use this for self-gain. And that's really sad that that's even a thing. I don't know, I just feel like this shouldn't be allowed, and some channels have already gotten terminated on YouTube for it. The way YouTube termination works, it is not like a lot of people can get away with a lot of pretty scary things on YouTube. So this happening is a pretty big step, and I'm really glad that some channels are getting terminated, because this stuff is just not okay. It's genuinely just not okay. I know a couple of YouTubers have made videos on this. I know Calvin did. I know Ale Brazil did. They made a couple videos on this particular guy that's been using Techno's name for self-gain, and let's just get into that right now. So the people that I want to call out in particular right now are Brasso and Dream SMP Hangout. These two YouTubers are the most notoriously known YouTubers right now for using Techno's name for clout and money, and it's honestly, it's disgusting, it's disappointing, it's upsetting, and it's not okay. I know that I said I've tried to be very calm in the past when it comes to other YouTubers, and I've kept myself away from things that are a lot more gray and can be open to interpretation, but I feel like situations like these are very right versus wrong. There's no he might have good intentions. There's no like you're not sure about this, so you shouldn't talk about it. There's no like middle ground here. There's these people blatantly using Techno's name for views, and it is just not okay whatsoever. This is not something that can be like questioned. It's not a question of morality. It's just blatantly wrong. I'm pretty sure Brasso made like 7 or 8 videos on Techno and then said he was gonna donate everything to charity, and then he actually elemented the donate button and didn't actually donate everything he made, and I'm pretty sure he was exposed for that on Twitter. Not only that, but I think the Dream SMP Hangout has made like, I don't even know, like 30 videos at this point probably, and I'm sure most of you already know exactly what I'm talking about because a lot of other people have talked about this, but I felt like my perspective could help and maybe, you know, have this talked about a little bit more. I do want to spread awareness about it because I feel like this is not okay. Like, I don't know how they're getting away with this right now. A lot of people are using the justification that they're donating all the revenue to charity. This is what I want to say about this. First of all, even if these two channels were making literally 0 cents from this, okay, even if they weren't making a single penny, these YouTubers are getting a ton of subscribers, they're getting a ton of viewers, and those viewers are going to stay. They're going to stay after this whole Technoblade thing passes and they forget about it and move on. Now, I'm not saying that Technoblade's death should be forgotten whatsoever. It shouldn't, okay? Technoblade needs to be remembered as a legend forever in this community, but what I'm saying is once Techno's death becomes even remotely old news to these people, they're going to completely forget about it and they're going to move on to the next big thing, right? And this audience that they're collecting from Technoblade's death is going to stay. No matter how much or how little money they make, this audience is going to stay, and even if these videos weren't monetized, the next ones will be. Now, these YouTubers are basically saying that, like, you have to watch the ads all the way through on their channel to support these charities. I think one of the YouTubers said that. Either way, one of these YouTubers are saying this, and this is just blatant guilt tripping to the max, okay? They're literally, like, this is just, they're guilt tripping their whole audience into watching ads to support them, and that is just completely unacceptable, and this is not okay. This is literally just, like, this is really unfortunate, and I can't believe I have to make a video on this whole situation because I feel so bad. I respect the people so much that want to be respectful of this situation and aren't milking it for views because, I can't believe I even have to make a video on this, honestly. It's just really disappointing. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you learn from it. Yeah, I mean, just watch out for these channels because they might seem like good channels at first, but it can be really manipulative, and it's not for you, it's for them. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have a great day, and peace out. Bye.